just for myself, because for my own mental health, I need to know that everything's okay. Like, you know, I don't have to be a recreation of what was already. Okay, so I know I'm not supposed to really drive in. Oh wow, look at the sky back there. It looks gorgeous. I think the window tint is making it look like that. But anyways, I'm making this video real quick just because it was on my mind, and it sometimes can influence and does influence my thoughts when I'm creating. And a lot of you guys know a lot of my art and know a lot of what I've created in the past. And one of like the most known projects to this date so far is Bedroom Gospel. And so people really appreciate that album and like what God has allowed it to do in their lives, and allow like just different things. And as creative people, sometimes it can be a temptation to just try to recreate the same things because you know it did well. And I'm kind of just making this video to say that I won't ever do another Bedroom Gospel. Hopefully that doesn't sound too spiteful, not because I physically can't or even because I want to, but it's just the fact that I have to grow and I have to be and walk along the paths that God has called me to walk on. And just as creatives, like, everyone usually holds on to a specific project, and people appreciate that most from them, and it doesn't allow them to grow, and it doesn't allow them to actually be everything that God has called them to be. So it's been something that's been in the back of my mind, because as I'm creating new projects, it's like, well, is this project going to be as good as that project? And it hinders from what God is trying to do in my life and in my heart. And I just don't think that's a healthy way to live. So, yeah, man, I just want to create in freedom. I want to create in peace. I don't want to create with a spectrum of I have to be better than myself. I have to be better than what I created years ago. It's like life is a journey, and I've always just been about creating what God is doing in my heart and sharing the most vulnerable parts of my heart. And it's not always going to look the same. It's not always going to look like Bedroom Gospel or It's Beautiful. Every season is different, and every moment of my life is different, and I always just want to show that in a way that would encourage people, even if it's not in the biggest ways and stances. So yeah, I'm learning to let go of caring about numbers and just creating for fun, because at the end of the day, Bedroom Gospel was made from me having fun in my bedroom. It wasn't me made from trying to replicate something. And all of my projects are made like that. The best stuff, I think, comes from that, enjoying life. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad people are liking a lot of the art that I'm creating, and liking the films that I'm starting to put out, and liking just a lot of the art that I'm creating, because it truly means a lot. Because, you know, creating art sometimes, and especially for God, you don't know how people will receive it. And you can get super self-conscious if you don't remember that, you know, God has made you special. God has made each one of us special, and He wants to use us in special ways. And it's not, you know, it's not in the ways we always, I don't know. I just wanted to make that just to encourage myself and encourage people out there to create freely. And to create what God wants you to create. Don't be bound by that. And to anyone who has said oh, I want another Bedroom Gospel, I'm not angry or anything at you, because I completely understand. I've done it before myself. But it's just for myself, because for my own mental health, I need to know that everything's okay. Like, you know, I don't have to be a recreation of what was already. You know, God is doing new things. And I'm just excited to see that. So, yeah. Rant over.